All right, what is up folks? Coach JK here to talk to you about a couple of reasons why if you have access to something like this belt squat machine, they all look a little different, but if you've got access to something like this, I'm gonna give you a couple of reasons why you may want to give it a shot. So the first reason you may want to try the belt squat machine instead of barbell back squatting is that if you have any sort of shoulder mobility issues that make it difficult for you to rack the barbell, the belt squat can alleviate that particular issue while you still work on your shoulder mobility by utilizing the belt, thus called a belt squat, which actually incorporates more of that strength coming from your hips, quads, and glutes than it does racking a barbell on your back, which for some folks can then cause a lot of pressure and compression to move down to the lower spine. So by going with the belt squat, which I'll go ahead and start doing right now, by going with the belt squat, although it looks like you're really pushing a lot from your lower back when you perform this particular movement, I in fact am not. What's happening is I'm squatting down, still getting a decent amount of depth, pushing my feet into the ground, and then as I'm standing up, that belt is really, again, loaded on my hips as opposed to a barbell that would be on my back. Fine. And then so that is gonna be possible benefit number one. And then possible benefit number two is that the belt squat is a fantastic way to really get the majority of your focus on pushing strength and muscle development into your quads and your glutes versus a barbell where you're also worrying about balancing that barbell on your back as you squat down and you squat up. Now conversely, I could use that very last point that I made about not having to worry about balance. I could use that as a reason to not use the belt squat because the belt squat generally doesn't really require a whole lot of core strength, so it doesn't require a lot of bracing with your core in order to actually perform the movement correctly. It really gives you some help there. So when you're back squatting, you do, if you're gonna perform it correctly, and especially under heavy loads, when you back squat, you do need to have a good amount of core strength and bracing happening in order to properly perform that movement, whereas you don't here. So hopefully with giving you a couple of benefits and then one possible point of consideration, the next time that you are in your gym and you have access to something like a belt squat machine, maybe you'll be a little bit more comfortable giving it a try. If this was helpful, drop a comment and let me know. All right? Hope this helps.